No.
Oh, it's gluten free. Okay.
Yeah, we went to the market. We went to the market this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, we went to the market. I got one of those Galore gluten free.
Galore?
Yeah, the company Galore gluten free.
Gluten free galore.
Oh, okay. I only know the websites with the word galore in it.
Yeah. Galore holes.
Are not gluten free.
They're not. No. This should be on the podcast.
This kind of podcast.
Well, I am recording.
You are recording. We could throw that in an extra clip.
Is it B-roll?
It's a B-roll.
Okay,
It's for the bloopers.
I think this is going to be a fun show.
I think so.
Might be.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay.
The vibes are right.
All right.
The vibes are. I have it turned off over here. Oh yeah, you wanted pictures. Damn it. Stupid.
Actually, yes, I'm gonna take a quick picture because I try to do a photo of the day just for fun.
Yeah.
So wherever I am
Absolutely.
and whatever I'm doing. So it's just gonna be like random setup photo. Be like people look at it and go, "What is this?"
I turned it off there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Go gadget arm.
Oh, are you gonna be able to get around?
Yeah. How's she going to do that?
I don't know.
What do you need to do?
Well, I just want to get just some still like for throwing online and stuff. Like, just
after we're done recording, we can just move the cameras back, and she can just take the photos that she needs. It doesn't actually have to be during the show, right?
no. I don't know. I just thought but yeah, that makes sense. We could take the cameras down. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you can just give it back to me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
So give it back to him so he can turn it off.
Turn it back off.
The little hamster ran off the wheel here.
What kind of phone do you have?
Samsung
Yeah, but what kind? What?
Galaxy
Something.
538.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's supposed to be a good phone.
I don't know. I have no idea.
-LR
7 XL
pi.
Square root of.
Okay, I knew I was gonna get warm. Oh,
Yeah.
It is.
it's okay.
It is
It's not.
warm in here.
It's
we
me.
tried to
It's not you. It's me.
air it out a bit in here, but.
It's all good.
I guess turning on the AC unit.
Well, that's what I was thinking about, like when we're going to be doing podcasts during the summer, like
You're gonna need to,
Maybe we just do one outside. Oh, that
Yeah?
would be warmer though. I don't know.
it'd be
In the
noisier.
shade.
Yeah.
It'd be noisier for
Wow.
sure.
Give shade.
Who cares? if
Cars
it's
driving
noisy?
by. And,
Well, nobody cares about that stuff anymore.
No?
Podcasts are like, they're done in like people's laundry rooms. Nobody.
Or everybody pile into somebody's car like they do, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We should do like the angry MAGA guy in the car episode.
Yeah.
We're just all yelling in your phone. You're behind the wheel. We'll be in the back seat, just yelling.
that's a
your
whole
phone.
thing. It's we were talking about that. We're just like middle-aged guys in their cars. And
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
like they must be waiting for their kids at like dance practice or
Right.
something.
It's women too.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think they're just waiting. They have time to kill, so they're like.
Yeah, that's like I'm gonna go on a rant about the Democrats.
Or tell you about my day, or.
Yeah, this is my thoughts on libtards. And meanwhile, they're in the dance class parking lot. Anyways,
Let's start a show.
let's start a show.
Do it.
No, it's more fun to just sit here and chat, which
Yeah.
is I guess what we're doing.
I
Yeah.
need a place to
He
start.
needs a finite place to start. This will be the roll up to it, but yeah.
I just need a place to start.
He needs a place to
I gotta
start.
know where. And then people, they don't know who you are. So
That's right.
You have to do your spiel.
Yeah.
I have to do my spiel.
Okay. Spiel.
All right, so here we are at the Mindmelt Podcast. Welcome, everybody. I'm Mark Gagne, owner, artist at the Mindmelt Studio, and I thought I'd start this podcast to talk with friends and talk about a whole bunch of stuff. This is my co-host and engineer and the wind beneath my wings,
I said
the jam on my toast.
I complained in the
Did you
last
pay him
episode.
to say these
I
things?
complained in the last episode that I didn't get an intro,
Oh.
and now it went too far.
Now it went too far.
I
Oh,
should have stepped it back.
And I messed up too. At one point, I was just like, was it something about not being priceless or something? Or
yeah,
and I was just like, oh no, I meant the other thing.
And then he called me lovely. It was very.
It was very awkward.
Yeah.
We hugged it out after, but it was okay.
okay.
behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors. Yeah, that'll be on.
you do.
Yeah, that'll be the OnlyFans link.
There's more to this than what I agreed to.
Yeah. Anyway, so the person that agreed to this is my lovely friend Tanya Saari. Hello, welcome to the Mindmelt Podcast.
I am excited to be in the Mindmelt space.
And yes, in Casa
Casa Mindmelt.
Mindmelt.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so how are you doing today?
I am well.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying. This is beautiful weather. For people who don't know, we have like actual spring now. I think.
I know. It finally arrived.
Should I say it? No, I shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
But it's like 22 degrees outside, and the sun is shining. And
yeah, it finally
beautiful.
showed up.
Yeah.
The snow finally melted on my front yard, I think a week and a half ago.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Welcome to the Great White North.
Yep.
So,
Yay.
so we met, I guess, a little over a year ago, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have a memory like a goldfish, but yes.
Yeah, I think it was last spring we met. Was that Creative Loft?
Yes.
I took your voiceover class,
Indeed.
the introduction to voiceover work.
Indeed. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was sort of an introductory thing for me into the world of voiceover work that I've always been interested in.
Yeah, and you did an amazing job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have to take more. I'm going to sign up for more in the fall.
Absolutely.
So is that where you started in your sort of acting work, was voiceover?
So, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, yes and no. I was a bit of a drama geek in high school, so I did that, and then fell out of it because, you go off and you do other things, and you get married, you have kids, you do other things, and those kind of hobbies just go, they disappear. And so a few years ago, I started doing community theater, which is great fun. I'm still a big community theater geek and still heavily involved. And then I started having people come to say to me when I was reading things, they say, you sound you have a good voice. Have you thought about doing voiceover? And I thought, well, no, I hadn't thought of it. And then I learned that Kelly Lamb, the wonderful owner of that Creative Loft, was teaching the beginner voiceover class at that point. So I signed up for it, and that started the ball rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You definitely have that sort of voice that you would overhear on broadcast.
I can talk about my voiceover voice.
Yes.
I can do whatever you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. We might need you for a little later. A little kickstart later.
Yeah. You didn't know where you were going with that? I opened the door. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know where I was going with that either, and it went nowhere.
Yeah, that's the podcast in a nutshell. We bring stuff up and then we go nowhere.
It goes nowhere.
And you go nowhere.
Yeah.
So what's sort of work have you done doing voiceover?
My gosh. Okay, so I'm coming up to my 6-year anniversary of doing it professionally, because I took the class in the summer of 2020. It's all COVID time. Very exciting. And then we jumped in both feet. We have it used to be a cold storage room in my basement, and I mean, I'm not a canner or a vegetable preserver type person.
Okay.
And I thought, this is an empty space. What do we do? We had just storage stuff in there, and I said, what if we made that my booth? And my husband was like, sure, let's do it. Bless his heart, I love him. We insulated the booth. We made it all, fix it up. It's not fancy. It is very still, it's not really meant for being on video. But fixed it all up, and I invested in a mic and a computer for down there, and the whole works. And I jumped in,
so
and
it's just a little sound booth.
My own little sound booth. Yeah. And then I think I got my first paid gig in November of 2020.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah. And what sort of gig was it?
A political ad, actually.
A political ad.
Yeah. It was
Rebel News?
No, it was a liberal ad and it was Canadian, because I think it was in Nova Scotia.
Okay.
It's funny I remember that. I guess it's fitting that I remember
one.
that. Yeah. And since then I've probably done, I haven't counted lately, but it's probably close to 200 jobs.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than sort of drier reads than like that, have you done animation or
a little bit, which is great. You and I both know Kenny Wilson. He did Rabbit Girl and Friends.
Yes.
So I was one of the cast members on that, in which a bunch of us in the voiceover industry here in town were involved in that. So that was fun. I've done a couple of video games. I've done a number of audiobooks. I've done medical explainers. I did things like a whole long... Okay, so when you do a show and you set up the stage and there's the rigging for all the lights and all the, that stuff, I did a rigging manual step by step on how to attach things so you don't kill anybody.
Those are the most lucrative.
They are.
Yeah,
they are.
So those, because industries they'll pay like an arm and a leg for those videos.
And there's always a need for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Whereas like animation or video games, like as it comes or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of people would they'd rather listen to something than read it themselves, right? It's like, I would rather sit and just listen to someone explain to me what to do rather than read through this whole long, 50-page manual.
That's what YouTube is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've done actually a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's, talking about like the drier sort of ad reads and stuff like that and manuals. Like I just did a recording with Kevin of these voice reels to send off, to have it put together as a sizzle reel, and I don't know if I'm cut out for the drier sort of reads, because I was definitely better at the animation video game sort of section, because like sort of doing the narration and stuff, like there's definitely sort of a different tone and and a cadence you have to keep and whatever, and I don't know if I quite have that. So it'll be interesting.
You should do some of that right now for us. Give us the what was the Acura XLR?
The Acura XLR.
It was funny because Mark would kind of get into a groove where it didn't matter what he was reading, he was using the same voice. So it'd be like the Jaguar XLR or whatever the heck. And then the next one would be like X-Lax. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely what happened with the ad read ones. Is I fell into this sort of pace where I just was sort of doing the same sort of tone, so I had to try and get myself out of it. Because like when you're doing an ad read for because the Acura or the Jaguar XJL, like they want like a sexier.
Yes. You're selling an idea. You're selling a fantasy.
Yeah.
And that's you're going to be powerful and sexy and desirable and everything. And that's the kind of
and I'm not
vibe.
any of that. I'm not any of that. So for me to put on like my I don't know like what's a sec. I think that the instructor told me like it's channeling Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not Antonio Banderas.
You're not.
No, not in any way.
But your cartoon stuff was good.
Yeah.
Grand Nagus.
I had to do some alien overlord thing, and I turned into the Grand Nagus Wallace Shawn.
Oh yes, I love Wallace Shawn.
Kind of thing, and I was like, wow, okay, I guess I can channel that easily. But it's a really cool art form, and like we just did a podcast with a voice actor down in LA, and there's just so many different facets and areas.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and it's not wrong to have a niche to aim in. Kind of words. I speak a lot.
Well, your wheelhouse.
Yeah, exactly. And then if some things are stronger than others, exactly. If you have a propensity.
Yes.
For that, that's what you're going to be drawn to, and that's what you're going to be strong at. So, you might as well.
Like
There's
the ad
point
reads,
trying to force something that's not going to be there. Right.
Like the ad reads that were more fun. Like there was like one for like a 7-Eleven, and it was like, if you got a hankering for
you had that 90s extreme
Jello jigglers. I was
down with that.
The Acura sexy stuff.
How do you feel like living in Canada, though? Is it limiting at all, or is it just like technology has just made it so easy?
Technology and COVID made a big difference in a lot of ways, but especially for this because everyone who does this now has their own little booth in their home. Whether it's a closet, you can use a closet as long as you've got something in there to muffle and take away your echo.
Yeah.
Any space.
Right.
Any space.
That's
so.
Cool.
Well, like the course that I took with an instructor at the Groundlings in LA. It's this improv theater group. Like that's the whole thing. I was the only Canadian out of I think there's 18 of us, and I was the only Canadian. But that's the whole thing is we're able to do it remotely. So there's people from all over the place that were able to do the course, and then sending the recordings to him afterwards. So everything is just so remote now, Zoom and all that kind of stuff. That I like you said, I think it's a lot easier, especially with COVID. If there's anything good that came out of COVID, it's opened up the pathways to doing this kind of stuff remotely.
And especially too if you're doing any on camera or any of those, you used to always have to drive to Toronto for callbacks or auditions, and now a lot of it's done at home.
Yeah, like sometimes you still because I've driven
Yes.
Nick a few times down to Toronto, like to do especially like wardrobe fitting and stuff
Absolutely.
like that. But yeah,
You can't do that virtually. It's
no.
tricky.
So and that's definitely like it was a little isolating being up in Sudbury for that sort of thing. I would imagine you know before COVID was not having that.
Yeah.
So you touched on theater. So you enjoy doing theater?
I
work?
love doing theater. I love it. I love it so much. I think I've been doing that since about 2014. And I started with Theatre Cambrian here in Sudbury, which doesn't exist anymore. And then that sort of transitioned to Sudbury Performance Group, which is now my current home, as you call it.
Yeah.
And we do musicals, we do dinner theaters, we do all kinds of stuff. So
yeah, there seems to be like an explosion right now for theater.
There is,
because there's the Yes group. There's another one that just started up.
Yeah, Distort. There's also
Distort.
Biggest Little Theater Company. There's a bunch.
Yeah,
So it offers an opportunity. It's amazing to let people experience that and do this artistic stuff because we need it. It's important.
And they seem to be covering like different niches. Like I know Distort, they focus a lot on people with like actors with disabilities and limitations and stuff. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but so there seems to be like a sort of a really good boom right now for that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
And I see new shows coming out all the time. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
And so dinner theater, tell me more about that.
So the dinner theaters are basically straight plays. They're usually comedies. And we do a package with SPG where you get to see the show and have dinner. And we're basically the only ones in town that do it. Yeah. So it's kind of a niche thing, which is really great. And we've always had great reception for it. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, like, I've never been to a dinner theater. Like, so is there any interaction with like the audience?
No, it's not really like improv
somebody with a mouthful of like whatever.
You can't grab a piece of broccoli off the plate.
No. That's frowned upon.
That's more improv.
Yes. So no, I mean the way we have it set up is the audience comes in and they get their dinner and they eat, and then the show starts. Okay. And then the way it's set up right now is at intermission you get your dessert and coffee and tea, and then you watch the second half of the show.
Because for some reason, like I'm picturing, I don't know if it's something I saw in like movies or something, where dinner theater, where it's like the table, like say we're sitting at the table eating, and there's like people running around the table.
It depends
and stuff. And it's like somebody like, oh, I got stabbed, and they collapse next to you, and you're like, oh wow.
If there are sort of immersive types, we don't do that. At least not yet. Maybe someday in the future that might be an option. But there are immersive types where you're basically part of the action and you're involved, and they might come to you and talk to you and ask,
like a murder mystery almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. So, and you just had one that just happened over the winter?
We did. Yeah. We usually do anywhere from 2 to 4 a year.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So there must be another one coming up soon?
Nope, those are done. So our season is almost over. We are right in the middle of School of Rock, which is a musical version of the film with Jack Black.
Right.
And I'm going to see it next week, so I'm very excited. I've heard good reviews about it. We actually have 2 bands. So we have the adult band playing all the background music for all the songs and everything, and there's a kid band, just like in the movie.
Wow.
And the kids are all playing the instruments. It's really cool.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
And then we end the season, we have Newsies Junior, which is it's a kid-focused show, so we have a bunch of kids in that. So that's it for our season. We're waiting, currently should be announcing the next season anytime now, so.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you usually do like local casting calls and stuff?
Yes. Yeah. So if you look online, if you follow Sudbury Performance Group, you'll see we always post our auditions there. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you have an improv show coming up.
Yes, June 6th. So we are called Who Are These People Anyway? And we've been going now for not even a year yet, I don't think. I have to double check that. One of my fellow community theater friends, his name's Max Trainer, hi Max, came up to me one day and said, would you want to try this? Do you want to try like improv and put together a group? And I kind of went, sure. I'm game. We'll try anything. And so we actually had a few people in mind that we spoke to and we invited to join the group. And we had 4 originally. We did a show and it was great fun. But it was 2 hours worth, and we noticed at the end, our performers were pretty much tapioca brain because they were like, we've used so much mental energy, and it's work. It's hard work. It's for anyone who's done improv.
I've done a little bit back when I was doing stand-up years ago. And
it's not easy. Hard. It is not easy. So we decided to have open auditions, which we did, and I was hoping for like maybe we'll get 3 or 4 people out. It'll be fun. We had 17.
Wow.
So that told us there's a need and there is a want for this. So we now have 2 teams of 4 players, and I actually have 2 alternates. Wow. So just in case, because we've already had it happen where someone's messaged me and said, I'm sick, I can't come tonight. I call up one of the alternates and say, okay, you're on. Yeah. And they're ready to go. So, yeah. So we have a show coming up June 6th at the New Huddle in Lively. And tickets are available now.
Yeah.
That's my little push.
I'm getting some tickets.
I have tickets for you.
Awesome. Yeah, I've gone to... This will be my 3rd show, and they're a lot of fun.
They are super fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's anybody who's seen like Whose Line Is It Anyway? It kind of the same.
We lovingly rip off Whose Line Is It Anyway? So
everybody does.
Yeah, I mean, they're all the same games that all improv groups do, right? So it's not like it's their specific games, but we keep adding new ones. So if anybody who's come and says, "I've seen it before," I don't need to go again. It's different every time. It'll be different.
Yeah, because a lot of it's like audience prompts.
Absolutely.
Because like you'll put like paper around for people to write little prompts and stuff. So it's different every time, and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Who would you say is probably your favorite improv actor or performer?
Oh, I love Colin Mockery and Ryan Stiles. I mean, come on. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. They're kind of like the dream team.
They are, absolutely.
And there's nobody that can make Ryan Stiles break
like Colin does.
Like Colin does. Like I'll go on YouTube and watch like old clips sometimes, just watching like Colin come up with like the most ridiculous stuff, and Ryan's just like.
Well, you must have seen the infamous one there where Ryan was trying to prompt Colin to say the band The Who.
Yes, the Arctic Turn. Oh my God!
And he couldn't come up with it. Yeah. He's like, "What would a bird say?" And he's like, "Backstreet Boys."
It's just so amazing.
There are some classic ones, and we quote them. Like I quote them with my kids. We quote them with friends all the time, and we're just howling because they're just so funny. Yeah, it's just so out there, and that's the great. I never know. So I host these shows, and I never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I send them out on the stage, and I pray to God that.
Well, you hope magic happens, and sometimes they fall flat, and sometimes like
that's the thing. You're trying stuff. You're always trying new and different stuff, and it's like, well.
And it's nerve-wracking. Like, it's really nerve-wracking. Like, because I went up on stage just as an audience participant.
Yes,
and
that's right.
You're on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, it's to come up with, because the wheels are constantly turning, and you're trying to come up with like a funny thing, and hopefully not be too offensive or whatever, like.
Well, yes. We've also said that we can do, we are bookable for any event, just letting people know that, You just contact us. We can do anything from like PG-13, which can be tricky because sometimes they just want to drop those F-bombs and they want to make the rude jokes, and I'm trying to tell them no, not now. But we can do everything from PG-13 to R, and the shows, most of the shows we do tend to be in the R category.
Yeah. I mean, even Whose Line, there's like they film for 3 hours to whittle it down to a half hour.
If you've ever seen any of the blooper reels, like, I mean, they're constantly swearing and very inappropriate sometimes. And
especially Ryan always had it in for, I think it was the stage director or whatever. He would always be going at the stage director. So it's classic stuff. And they're still doing their thing, man.
Absolutely.
Like Colin is always on tour and doing his thing. He does some show with a hypnotist, I think, too.
Hip-prov, I think it's called.
Yeah.
They were here. So it was Ryan. No, it was Colin and I think it was Brad Sherwood.
Yeah, they
were here. Too. And we bought tickets and we went and we were in the front row for that one.
Yeah, was that at the arena?
It was at the arena.
Yeah, how was it there at the arena?
It was great.
Yeah?
It was great. I mean, we were lucky because we were so close, so it's easy to see and hear everything, but...
Because I wondered about that, like how an improv show would translate in like an arena setting.
I can't imagine the people in the back. I don't know how.
Like, what is he doing?
Exactly.
Is he doing the jerk-off motion? I can't tell what he's doing over there.
Well, we just went into R-rated territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just, well, that's where we just go straight to the dick jokes. Yeah.
Can't follows me wherever I go.
Yeah. It's a curse. It's our curse. It's something we have to bear.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Absolutely. So when it comes to performing, like especially live on stage, is there an element of performance anxiety you have to deal with?
I mean, sometimes yes. I still find, and I've auditioned for, I don't know how many shows, dozens of shows. When I'm trying to get into another theater production, I'm always nervous.
Yeah.
I'm always practically feeling like I'm going to hurl. And the thing is too, with Sudbury Performance Group, we have our basic core group of our production team members. So it's usually the same vocal directors. It's the same directors, choreographers, stage managers. They're all they're all close friends of mine.
Right.
And I'm ready to, I'm like, I can't do it. Can't do it. Being on stage is different. There are times where I'm a little, okay, it's okay, we got this. Especially when there's like a big monologue or a big scene coming up or something. But I'm, as long as I know my lines, which I work very, very hard to do, it's fine.
Yeah.
And you trust. You have to trust. There's a lot of trust in that too. Same with improv. You have to trust your teammates. You have to trust your castmates that they're going to help you. And
somebody's going to carry the load.
And especially if you blank. Like I've done it. Blanked on a line. I'm sitting there and people are looking at me and I'm like, I think it's me. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But then when you have really talented people who can go, I'm going to say something here to prompt you to remember your line.
Right.
So,
Well, and there's that whole rule of yes and.
Exactly.
In
exactly.
improv.
For improv,
like,
absolutely.
You don't cut it off. Or it's like, no. And then they're just like, where do I go from here?
Exactly.
Like, I got to start from scratch.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, is there an element of the performance anxiety where you use it as an asset or like a tool when you're acting? Because I know there's some people that are able to do that where they can channel it. It's like, oh, I can just use that.
No. I think it's harder for me. It's just there. Yeah, it's just there, and I'm like, I'm going to be sick, and that's
like for me, like especially in the acting classes and stuff, there was the element of wanting to impress your peers.
Absolutely.
And not look like an idiot.
Absolutely.
So there's so much of that putting the pressure on yourself to not eat shit, so to speak, on stage kind of thing. So I would imagine doing a live show, there's just another level of
and in that respect, I mean, I'm just thinking what you were saying there, and there's different levels, right? So in an acting class, yes, you're trying to show your peers that I'm good at this too. I promise. I promise. I can do this. I'm here for a reason. And then on stage, you're already in the show. So the production team has faith in you. They've cast you for a reason. Your teammates or your castmates are all there with you. It's the audience.
Yeah.
You're showing them, you're here. We want to make you laugh. That's our job.
Yeah.
It's to make you laugh.
Have you ever dealt with any heckling or anything like that?
Very little. Sometimes, yeah.
Probably not so much in improv. I mean, I definitely dealt with heckling when I was doing stand-up.
Yes.
I never understood that mindset. You pay to go see a show and I'm going to heckle that guy.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Why?
Yeah.
What is that?
And I was pretty good at shutting it down. Like, I'm pretty good at thinking on my feet, so I could shut it down. But I never understood that. Like, and you'll see, like, shows on television and stuff, and like you'll see famous comics like Jimmy Carr. Just absolutely eviscerate.
Yes.
It's like, I think some people just do it because they want to get eviscerated by Jimmy Carr.
Yes. There's an element to that. Absolutely.
But like, I've never understood the thing where it's like you're paying to see a stand-up comic, and now like you're making people that paid to be there too to listen to your bullshit.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's an odd thing.
The thing I love, though, it's slightly related, is when there's a reveal coming up, or there's something where the audience puts the clues together and they're like, oh, and you hear the audible gasp, or when a punchline hits, or when something happens and you hear that, like, to me, that's just like, yes, you know, we nailed it. They didn't know, and we got them.
Especially with comedy, there's just like that's one thing I miss about doing stand-up is that feeling when you're just killing it.
Yeah.
You're killing it, the jokes are landing, and you've got 50, 100 people in the room.
And they're all laughing their heads off. Yeah.
And there's no better high than that.
Absolutely.
Because there's times where I came off stage where it's like, oh my God, like it felt like it was 4 days up there and I was just eating it, and then there's the other, like I did a stand-up show at Wacky Wings, and it was a private gig for this company, and I was up there for 45 minutes just not even using material and just feeding off the audience, and it was amazing. And like, I was just like you're just buzzing. I imagine it's the same sort of thing with,
it is
when you walk off, it's like we killed it.
The post show high is it's always
it's
there.
Hard to sleep. It's hard to unwind.
Oh, absolutely. I'll get home after a show, it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and I can't go to bed.
Yeah.
So I'll sit up and I'll read, or I'll be on my phone or whatever, because I just can't. I have to let it all. Exactly.
Decompress.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how I feel after Mark comes for a visit at my place. I take a couple hours to calm down.
To calm down because I've just pissed you off so much.
Well, I have to absorb everything you said.
Yeah, and, I'm a lot.
Yeah,
I'm a lot. Especially when we're playing Quiplash and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Quiplash is
Oh my God. Yeah. Every time we go over and we play Quiplash and those Jackbox games.
We play them too a lot.
We're driving home, and Avril and I will just be laughing the whole way home because we're thinking about like something somebody typed in.
I'm always amazed how Mark knows how to spell like swastika. Like he just just like off the top of his head. I have to think about it.
Cut that out. We get pretty blue in the Jackbox games. They're a lot of fun.
We tend not to, because it's usually my kids are playing too. So we try to.
Yeah, it's just us adults.
Yeah.
So we just
if
we
we
don't
had
care.
kids, we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
We played a few times when my niece was younger, and so we had to like definitely like check ourselves a little. It's like no, we can't say
banana,
stuff
bunny.
Yeah.
So touching on the like performance anxiety and anxiety in general, what's your sort of experience with mental health? Like, have you had any mental health struggles? Or it's something that I sort of bring up every.
Absolutely.
It's part of the show.
Absolutely, and it's something that I think we all need to talk about more. It's getting so much better. Yeah. I mean, when I was little, and I assume too when you were a kid, it's like people didn't talk about that. There was no and I appreciate that now, because I'm finding even with our kids, it's just there's so much weight on them from various sources, society, the internet. Don't get me started on the internet. It's a beautiful thing sometimes, but and they're able to go and actually talk to someone, and their friends will check on them. But I don't know an adult who hasn't had some kind of needing someone to talk to at the very least.
Like our parents were still of the generation like, oh, maybe you should go seek some help or get. And what you think I'm crazy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you would get.
Exactly.
It's like, no, I don't think you're crazy. I think you just need some help.
Exactly.
Yeah, you need somebody to talk to, and you can't always bounce things off of your loved ones or whatever. Sometimes you need that sort of unbiased.
Absolutely,
person.
You need someone who's not a family member or not a close friend, or someone who
and a professional.
Yes, who knows how to help you navigate things. But I mean, I've had therapy off and on for many years, and different therapists, and because you live in different cities and whatever, and things happen. But Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't always work out too, even with the therapist you find. Like sometimes it takes a while to find the right person to talk to.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think I was watching your show from last week, and I know you were talking about that, and it's a trial and error thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to find the right person. And some people, after you've talked to people a few times and you start to find the people who are they're out there, they're trying to help you in ways that aren't healthy and that aren't good, right? Strange therapies and strange things that they think you should do, and it's like you have to really be careful, because you don't want someone to encourage you down a path where it's not going to help.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing too, like with how things are so much more open now in terms of mental health. There's also ways of deconstructing things and proper language to use and
Absolutely.
whatever, where you're not, there's that a lot of people don't like the trigger word, but I mean there are things that can set people off.
Absolutely.
And whatever, so
Absolutely.
Like we're definitely a lot more informed across the board. And I think too, like, again, talking about COVID, like we all sort of went through this awful time. Like we're even in the last 10 years, with like politically and everything, we're all sort of living through this hard history right now. Yep. Like this is stuff that's going to be talked about in the history book. So we're all living with this very much heavy life stress.
Absolutely.
So we're all trying to figure out how the hell to get through it.
Yep.
And especially like I think about the kids, like, the kids that were in school or, high school, university, whatever, during COVID.
I mean, there were kids who the seniors who didn't get a prom. There were little kids who were born just at the beginning of COVID and didn't go to school for the first however long, right? Yeah. So didn't get that socialization, didn't get the interaction with other children, with teachers, with it made a mess of things for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, and even the acceptance of like medication,
yes,
and different treatments and stuff.
Absolutely.
I've been on so many different medications, and it's really hard to find the one that works.
Absolutely. Again, trial and error. Unfortunately, I wish there was an easy way to do it.
Yeah, and like there's so many side effects and everything, and like I've actually gotten to the point where I've spoken to my doctor about ECT, electrocurrent therapy or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not like shock therapy back in the day where it was like, one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
You know the story behind that? Like, a lot of people don't know that electric shock therapy, they were actually making huge strides in the 1970s towards repair, like mental health and all that stuff. And they were like making all this headway. And then that movie came out, and it just destroyed everything. Funding went away, everything.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like people say, well, it's just a movie, but movies actually do influence how people view things.
Yeah.
And that was a big one. And it's taken that like 50 years now to them to actually start making headway again in that, and start actually taking it as a serious.
Like even talking to my doctor about it, and I have an appointment coming up with my psychiatrist, so I'm going to be talking more about it and see if I can get a referral, just because I've had so many different medications that have just not worked.
Yeah.
And it's really hard on the body and on the mind to be up and down on these medications. And it's like, maybe I just need to like rewire my brain a little bit,
possibly,
right? And like it's not like back in the day where like you're just like foaming at the mouth and like getting your brain fried.
I mean, I'm sure that did happen.
There's always people that were not good at it or abused it.
Right, and the book was written, I think, like years, like in the 60s before the movie came out in the 70s. And I love them. I love the movie, don't get me wrong.
Well, it's a fantastic movie.
But like a lot of our brain is wired through electricity, and a lot of it is through your developmental stage in life. A lot of it is wired, like your brain is wired. That's like with social media, it's so important to keep kids away from it, because they are actively wiring kids' brains and how they react to things and everything, how they feel about things, all that through social media. And so if something gets a little off during your, like, we're organic human beings, like we're constantly, things are changing, and that we don't all come out the perfect shape or whatever it is, right? The perfect size. So they were making headway with that, and then that movie came out and ruined it. And also in the 70s, no one wanted to swim in the ocean because of
Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah, there's always things that
people have gone back to the oceans a lot quicker though than except electric shock therapy.
Not me. I have thalassophobia, so I
flaccid.
Thalassophobia.
Your fear of flaccid.
Fear of flaccid penises.
I kind of have that too.
No, it's THALASSO phobia.
Okay.
It's a fear of like deep, dark waters and deep oceans.
Doesn't everybody have that?
No. Some people are just like, I want to go scuba diving.
Well,
just like,
crazy
I'm like,
people.
I don't have that per se, but I prefer swimming in pools because I can see the bottom.
But what about the pool sharks?
That's different. But if you're, especially lakes around here, if you're in a lake and they're very seaweedy and they're very, like, things touch my feet, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You got to clean the bottom. Like,
rake the bottom.
Yeah.
That's just, well, you don't want like a leech or anything coming up between your toes. Or,
nope.
No. But I'm the same way, like, lakes and stuff. Like, my wife and I, we were at, was it Sandy
a sandy place.
It was in Prince Edward County. It was like the sand dune park, and we went swimming in this one area. And she's like, "Do you see that over there?" And it was just like this dark, large fish, like sort of just like off where it dropped off. And I was just like, "Nope, I'm out."
Was it like a single fish or a school of fish?
No, it was like a big fish. I don't know what the hell it was. She just like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm out. Bye." Like. I can't deal with like just the unknown and like I don't know, maybe it's like the Kraken and I don't know, just deep dark waters. I can't deal with it at all.
All right, just one camera.
Just one camera.
That's it.
Hi, we're here.
All right.
We're back.
We're still here.
We're back after a short
break.
break.
Go anywhere.
I'm gonna put the Transformers, Decepticons.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Those interstitials are great. I miss those back in the day.
Yeah.
They occasionally pop in my head, especially the Saturday morning ones.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And it was like there was like two people on a stage and their heads would switch or something.
Yeah.
It was like a Frankenstein or something. Yeah. It's the things that you remember.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't have them anymore.
No,
Nope.
we don't.
No.
And it's sad.
Well, kids, they just watch whatever on Netflix.
Exactly.
And,
it's like
once they're
all
done,
on demand now.
They can watch them whenever they want.
Exactly.
They don't have to wait until Saturday morning.
No.
And they watch like one show all the way through. And then it's done. It's gone.
Just Paw Patrol on forever.
Yep.
Yeah, there's such a lost sort of thing from when we were kids, you know, about like TV shows and like you had to wait a week to watch like Saturday morning, like you had your box of cereal and you parked your arse down at like, you know, 8 a.m. or whatever time and you just watch shows until noon. And then noon that was pretty much the cutoff because I think Looney Tunes was on from like 11 till noon. And I watched that every Saturday, and then after that it was just like whatever, you know, it was like basketball and stuff.
Now, I had a mom who would crack the whip at least 9 o'clock. And we had to clean the house because that was the time to clean the house.
Okay.
I'd be like, Mom, we can clean the house anytime this weekend. No, it's got to be Saturday morning. She doesn't watch this, right? Okay. So, the invention of the VCR was like when we finally got a VCR. Like we were like one of the last houses on the street to get the VCR, and so I could finally record the real Ghostbusters that would come on at 10:30.
Yeah.
So I could watch it, but it was. So like before then, it would be. You would start cleaning at like 8 o'clock, so you try to get it done before Ghostbusters because that's the one that I needed to watch, right?
You didn't watch Muppet Babies or anything?
I did, but you know, like you had to prioritize, right? To one. We have to make sure we get the ones we really want.
Right.
But Muppet Babies, that was definitely up there. That'd be like top 10 Saturday morning cartoons. That cartoon was on a whole other level, man. It was.
I mean, it was a Henson production.
Yeah, it was getting awards and all sorts of things. That was a great one.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking, you know what? I actually didn't watch cartoons all morning because I was in bowling league as a kid. I was in that YBC Youth Bowling Council League or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So I bowled every Saturday morning, like 9 o'clock or something like that.
Well, and look at how you turned out.
I'm a professional bowler. Yeah, but
it was worth it.
It was
all those mornings dedicated.
All those mornings dedicated to 5-pin bowling.
Yeah. You know, Cam Neely grew up every morning to play hockey, and you know he went on to be a big superstar. And you had your path.
I had my path. I didn't go on to superstardom as a 5-pin bowler.
I did dance classes, so you know.
We all had a thing. You had cleaning.
Yes, that was it.
Just a domestic goddess.
That's right. I learned how to fluff a pillow, and I went on to become a fluffer.
Yeah.
So is that on your resume too?
Depends on what the job is.
Is that
if it's a PG-13 job, no. But if it's a rated R,
rated R.
Well, you have a couple different profiles on
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. You're right, LinkedIn there.
I got LinkedIn, and then I'm on LinkedIn After Dark.
Oh.
LinkedIn After Dark.
LinkedIn Blue Nuit.
That's not a thing that should be. That's hilarious.
Blue Nuit. Oh my god. I used to have that in my my
Blue Nuit?
I had it. Well, I mean, I watched Blue Nuit when I was younger.
Who didn't?
I mean, who didn't? It was a rite of passage. I had that in my stand-up material back when I was.
In case people don't know what Blue Nuit is.
Yeah, Blue Nuit. It was a softcore porn
that would come on
broadcast that was on at like Saturday nights at like I don't know,
midnight
11
or something,
or midnight.
11 midnight.
Yeah, and it was from some Quebec French station,
right? Yeah.
And it was kind of a rite of passage for, I'm sure young girls too, young boys, young girls.
Anyone who was curious about...
Anyone who was curious about softcore dry humping.
Yes.
And it was usually movies from the 70s, so there was a lot of hair.
Yeah.
A lot of hair.
And it's not like softcore porn, like it was just scene after scene of stuff. It was like you're sitting through, a good 45, 50.
Story.
60, that's just story of, and you don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, it's stuff that you would usually fast forward through.
Right. If you could fast forward through it.
If you could fast forward, yeah. Now people are just like, why would you watch that? Like, it was a different time, man.
Yes.
Like back then, it was like Sears catalogs or... Poor Tanya, she's just talking. She's just sitting between two guys talking about
the story of my life.
Yeah, those are different times.
Yeah.
Different is one way of describing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good adjective.
So have you seen any good movies lately or TV shows?
Not so much. Oh, we are watching The Pit. No spoilers, because we're only on season 2. We're partway through season 2.
Yeah, you've been watching that.
I have not.
No,
but Sarah watches it.
It's so
people
good.
rave about it.
Yeah. I do want to give it a try, but I have this thing where I have to wait until a series is done before I start watching it. Because I can't follow along what's happening unless I'm watching it all the way through.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they take so long between seasons now.
Yeah.
Like I watched, and then like when they do take like a year and a half between seasons, I got to go back and rewatch everything because I can't remember what.
Well, everything's kind of turned into, like, British television has always been like that, where there will be like 3 or 4 years between seasons.
Yeah.
And now it's like, because of streaming, it's like that for everything. Like I fell in love with Severance, and it's like 3 years between seasons. And it's just like you have to go back and rewatch it.
Because they drop all the episodes, right? Is that how they do it? They drop them all, and then they have to take a break.
Some
to
do,
film
and some they slow feed it once a week.
Yeah.
But then there's still a production delay or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the different format. Right, like network TV, they couldn't do that because it was capitalism. We got to get as many episodes out as we possibly can.
That's right.
Crank them all out to run as many commercials.
26 episodes in your Star Trek shows or whatever.
Yeah.
Make them cheap and crank them out. Where now the script has flipped it, and it's now quality over quantity because people are paying for subscriptions. Like it really started with HBO in the 90s, and now it's just carried over to those streaming services, and its television has gotten better because of it. And
sometimes I actually feel like they don't let shows breathe enough. Like they're condensing it so much, like to say 8 episodes, or it's like, you know what, that really needed 10. Or like kind of like the Game of Thrones final like season or 2, like it was like kind of crunched down.
Well, that wasn't that HBO just kind of, no, we're done with this.
Well, they were done with it, and even the creators were just like phoning it in, kind of.
Well, they didn't have the books to follow.
No,
either, right?
And then that's where there was a drop off in quality.
Yeah,
I'm not a Game of Thrones person.
Oh, I was so into it, and then like it just the last 2 seasons just shit the bed.
I picked up the first book and I read to about the last 50 pages, and then I put it down and I just never picked it up again. So I was just like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, I was into it. It was a great spectacle for a show. Like, all the money was on the screen, but as soon as I got past Martin's writing, it just went off a cliff. Like, just the quality was not good. Okay.
I didn't mind it. I didn't hate it. It just...
You could see a difference, though. Like
what season was that where she had to walk around naked and they were ringing the bell on?
Shame.
Shame. That was my favorite part.
Maybe
of the
they should start doing that more.
That was it.
Yeah.
Keep all the dragons.
I can't remember
the orgies.
Like
I just wanted her walking around.
There's dragons and there's boobs. I had what I wanted.
Yeah.
Was that SNL skit where it was like they were following George Martin, and then like to fill in the blanks, they had a 14-year-old write in all.
It just turned into a YA. That YA novel. Yeah,
no, that's funny. The other thing we watch, actually, occasionally, we haven't been watching it regularly, is called North of North. And it's on CBC Gem, and it's filmed.
We've gotten scripts of that in our acting class.
Have you?
Yeah,
that's amazing because it's really good, very funny, very clever, and really good.
That's funny. Yeah, it's funny you say that because I remember reading through scripts for sample scripts for acting.
I've actually seen casting calls come on my socials, but they're up in way up north, right?
Oh, so it's literally north of north.
Literally,
yeah. So they're like up in like what, Moosonee or something?
Yeah, I think even farther. Wow. Yeah. Like, but it's really good. Really. So I recommend that too if you want it. They're short episodes and entertaining. Yeah.
My wife and I have been really diving into Taskmaster.
Okay. Yes. I've seen bits and pieces.
So have I.
Yeah. What have you thought of it so far?
Well, we finished season 1.
Yeah.
And you should have seen the look on Sarah's face when we started, because it was just like.
Yeah.
How many episodes of this are there? There's 200, over 200.
It's a lot. There's a lot of seasons.
And then
it's another British show where the's like 30 seasons.
By the end of the season, she was clapping at the end of every episode, and I'm like, they can't hear you. She's like, I don't care.
And it's funny. The first season, that's when they were finding their footing, and it's when you look at like the best seasons list, it's like one of the worst seasons.
The first season,
apparently.
See, that's why I always have to start at the beginning, because if I came from if I started in the middle. And I'd be like, then try to go back to the first episode. I probably wouldn't like. I'd have expectations. Whereas when you go in the first season, you haven't watched anything. You got zero expectations.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it surprised me at how good it was, because I don't like reality TV.
It's so inventive and entertaining. The whole thing is it really falls on the contestants like that they have. Yeah. Like there's a rapport between Alex and Greg, the host.
Right.
But you really have to. It lives and dies on the rapport of the contestants.
And how serious they take the task too. That's like it's funny, and they're funny, and you can tell that sometimes they'll do things just for the sake of humor kind of thing. Yeah. But they do take the game serious, so it's kind of has that almost that Zucker kind of humor, like Leslie Nielsen went into every scene of those Zucker brother movies, and he would take the scene serious, right? Yeah. He'd take it so serious that it'd be funny. Yeah. And it's almost like there's almost a little element of that to it. But yeah, we're having a blast watching that show.
Yeah, it's great. Well, my wife had started watching it a while back, and I was just kind of on my phone and sort of half listening. I was like, I don't know if this is my thing, because like you, I'm not into like reality television, but it's not really like nothing like the reality TV.
So my problem with reality TV is that the people who are on those shows, doesn't matter what show it is, Jersey Shore, Survivor, all those contestants, there are people, I would not cross the street to go want to talk to those people. I have zero interest. But the people on that show, they're funny. I definitely would like, hey,
I'm the same way. Like I don't, those sort of generic reality show like that, I have no time for. Like I like to find things like, I don't know if you ever heard of Blown Away. It was a glass blowing reality show, which was super cool. Another one called Best in Miniature was all about doll houses. And these are still competitions.
It's funny how niche things are.
It's so cool.
Because I know there's like tattooing ones and like special effects ones.
Like that's what I prefer to see. I don't want to see really annoying people just sort of like
Big Brother and stuff. And like a lot of this shit is actually scripted too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, there's that notorious scene where from Jersey Shore where Snooki goes into a bar and she freaks out, and she I don't know what she freaked out about, but she goes up to the bar and she starts knocking down all the drinks that they have on the bar on display, and somebody went and broke it all down and showed that first of all, it makes no sense for a bar to have drinks on the bar. Like they would be behind the bar, right? They
People would just be grabbing free for all.
Then when you look at what the drinks were, they were all the mixers, like your pop and juice and stuff like that, the inexpensive stuff, not the alcohol. And then you can actually see, like, Snooki's just standing there and she's fine, she's talking or whatever, and then you can see a producer's hand come in and like just touch her, and that was like the trigger to like, I gotta freak out here. And she starts freaking out, and I'm like,
no,
I've never been like that. The Kardashians, all that kind of crap. I just can't stand that stuff. But yeah, Taskmaster, man. Like we've just like, I think we're on season 13 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were caught up with the show. Like you were.
Well, the newest season has Kumail Nanjiani.
Okay.
And so we've also been watching that because we love Kumail Nanjiani. So
he's great.
And so we've been watching that, but also going backwards and working our way up too. Plus, we had seen that there was a Jason Mantzoukas season 19 that we had also seen. So we're sort of
bouncing back and forth. Yeah. Okay. Another fun one is Last One Laughing. Have you seen that one?
Okay, I've had that one recommended to me a couple of times. There goes my mic. I'm so excited. I got a new show.
There's a Canadian one, which has Colin Mockery on it. It's really... So they're competitions. They put a bunch of comedians in a room, and they have to try and make each other laugh, but they can't laugh themselves. Right. And if they laugh themselves, they're out.
No, I think that we had sort of gone back and forth a little bit on Facebook about it, because I
think so. Because there's a British...
I think we tried watching the British one, but I don't know, at the beginning felt like it was Big Brother with comedians at first.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it does feel a little bit like that, but it gets so...
But you said it's not like that.
No, no. So there's a Canadian one, there's 2 seasons of a British one, and then there's an Irish one, which I started, but I didn't get really sucked in like the others, but the Canadian one's great, the British ones are great, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I might have to give it a chance again, because, just initially I was just like, this feels like Big Brother with comedians, and I don't know if I'm into that, but I'll try and give it a shot again.
Especially the Canadian one.
Yeah, that's
funny. Support Canadians. Come on, elbows up.
That's right.
Don't get me started.
Did we want to move on to a game yet?
Move on to a game.
Okay, because time and stuff.
Time is ticking.
All right. I prepared a little bit of a different.
He's got a dissertation.
A little bit of a different game.
That's like a whole page.
We kind of do games at the end of every episode.
It's actually 3 pages, and I will be keeping score.
Look at the time! I gotta go.
Mark's score has been.
He doesn't trust me to keep score.
It's been very sus, as the kids say. And now that I've said it, the kids will stop saying it.
Yeah,
I've done that on the occasion, and my kids will just look at me and go, "Don't, please."
Yeah,
mind you, my kids don't really talk that way anyway either.
If you say sus, it doesn't have Riz. It's skibbity toilet something.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet. I don't know. Is that a thing anymore? No cap. I don't know.
I had my niece. She was 10 at the time, and I was like, "Yeah, skibbity toilet." She's like, "Do you know what that means?" I'm like, "Yeah."
They sell toys. They have a
skibbity toilet.
I saw it at Walmart.
Are you kidding me?
They had a toilet with, I don't know, that dude or whatever coming out or something. Like, I'm just like, who wants this? Like, I had G.I. Joe and He-Man. People are buying plastic toilets with a guy popping out.
It's a whole new world.
I can't.
All right. So this is the Truth is Stranger Than Fiction quiz. Okay, so Mark is one of the games that we play when we hang out is Fibbage, and he's kind of like the Fibbage guy. He kind of gets it... I don't know. He just knows like this weird stuff where he has like some sort of sixth sense where he.
I'm a sucker for trivia and like useless knowledge and stuff. Like,
but even so, when he doesn't know the answer, he has like this way of finding out which one is the truth. So the challenge for you is to beat the mark at his own game. So let's see how this goes. Okay. So question 1. In 2006, an Australian man tried to sell what on eBay? Was it A, New Zealand, B,
that sounds like an Australian,
his eternal soul, C, a functional guillotine, or D, his ex-wife's wedding dress?
The wedding dress is boring. That just
sounds like
anybody
on a douchey thing.
I want to say his soul, actually.
I think it's his soul.
You're both going with his soul. Final answer. You would both be wrong.
Oh,
New Zealand.
The correct answer is New Zealand.
I should. That was my. As soon as you said it, I was like, that sounds like something an Australian would do because they butt heads.
Yep.
He managed to get the bidding up to $3,000 before eBay shut down the auction.
Gosh,
for violating their policy of selling items that do not exist.
Wait, what?
I think the Kiwis would have something to say about that.
But Australia doesn't exist too. You know that, right? Apparently Australia is fake.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is this like another...
It's a conspiracy theorist thing.
Is it like the bird, like with the birds?
It could be.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. There's apparently a thing about Australia is not real.
Wow.
It's not a place.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's down under, but just what?
I know.
The internet's a wild place.
It's a cesspool mostly. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. People peeing in it constantly.
Test the water.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue pissing into the internet and carry on with this podcast. What
Question 2.
That's gonna be our slogan. It's the Mindmelt Podcast.
Continue pissing into the internet.
We just continue pissing into the internet.
Wow.
Didn't Chumbawamba do a song about pissing? Okay, never mind.
I get knocked down and I get up again.
Right. Okay. Question 2. What was the original use for bubble wrap when it was invented in 1957? Was it a stress relief for psychiatric patients, textured wallpaper, insulation for greenhouses, or food packaging for frozen meat?
I don't know. This is not a useless trivia thing that I know. And the popping them, that's more nowadays. I pop bubble wrap.
I mean, yeah, who doesn't love popping bubble wrap? But I'll say greenhouse.
Greenhouses?
I'll say wrapping meat.
Wrapping
with
meat.
the hay.
Well, again, you would both be wrong.
We're nailing it. This is exciting.
The answer is textured wallpaper.
What?
Really?
Inventors Al Fielding and Mark... I shouldn't have tried to say their names. These two inventors tried to market it as a trendy, plastic-backed wallpaper. It was a complete commercial failure before they realized it was great for packing.
Yeah. What a weird thing.
That's bizarre.
All right, so far...
Yeah.
Zero.
We're in the second inning, and it's 0-0.
0-0.
All right,
like a Jays
amazing.
game.
Let's see what happens in the third. Third question. In Colombia, what is it traditional to put inside a cup of hot chocolate? In Colombia, what is it traditional to put inside a cup of hot chocolate? A pinch of cayenne pepper. B, a scoop of vanilla ice cream. C, a slice of salty cheese. Or D, a raw egg yolk.
It's the cayenne pepper. I know this one. I think.
Okay.
Cayenne pepper.
I know they do pepper in Mexico.
Pepper.
Yeah, I'll say pepper. That was my initial thing because I know they do it like in Latin America.
Both saying pepper. Okay. Well, you're making it easy for me to add up these scores because you still got 0.
What?
0.
The right answer,
cheese?
the correct answer is a slice of salty cheese.
That's weird.
It's called chocolate.
That one was actually calling to me by I remember because you can get like Mexican hot chocolate.
Well, this is Colombian.
Yeah. So I thought, well, maybe it's south of the border. Maybe.
So it's
Mexico and Colombia are the same.
Wow.
Don't come for us.
Wow.
Don't come for
I
us.
told you he knows how to say so swastika like that.
Oh,
It was amazing.
Yeah.
You didn't need spell check for it. It's called chocolate conquesto.
Conqueso.
Oh my God, you're so white.
I am.
You are so white.
At least I don't know how to spell swastika.
It's a quesadilla. It's a quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
The fajitas.
It's and it is a highly popular snack where the cheese melts at the bottom of the mug and is eaten with a spoon.
Okay, that's just weird.
That sounds kind of gross, to be honest. Like I've had like the Mexican hot chocolate, and it's interesting. Like it's got like some spice to it. Like
I'd try it because that's like the salty and sweet snack.
There are only certain things that can be salty and sweet, like popcorn. Yes.
Okay, but not cheese.
Not cheese and chocolate.
I don't know about the cheese and chocolate.
I'd try it. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
And I'm lactose intolerant, so
you're just going to be explosive. Hang on. We're in for a ride.
I think it would balance out the lactose, right? The cheese would bind me up, and it would just
plug your hole.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's
every day.
I want to get plugged
every day. Okay, so round 2.
Why did I sign up for this?
I don't know, man.
Round 2.
I asked you and you said yes. So I was like, okay. Are you sure?
Class.
I'm going to try to
class up the place. Come on.
Good luck.
Put your marks down here, but it's still nothing.
Just some goose eggs.
Okay, so round 2. This is animal oddities.
Oh boy.
Question 1. What do wombats have that is uniquely cube shape?
Oh.
Is it A, their teeth, B, their skulls, B, their teeth, C, their poop, D, their kneecaps?
Well, this is poop, right?
Poop.
Yeah.
poop.
All right, you guys.
We know the poop.
I know some there's some pretty smooth-brained, square-headed people out there, but it's not wombat.
You don't know anything about New Zealand, but you guys do know about.
I do know the wombat square poop.
Wombats are known.
I've been trying to have square poops, and I just can't.
You know what the secret is? Salty cheese.
Salty, cheesy hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate cheese.
Well, I mean, the hot chocolate's optional, but the salty cheese.
That's
in part. That's
nicely binded.
Wombats are the only known animals to produce cube-shaped feces. This stops their poop from rolling down rocks, which they use to mark territory.
I mean,
like, man,
just I suppose.
Nature, stop it.
We can't let this shit roll downhill.
Yeah, the shit.
They're the only animal that's responsible with their shit.
Yes,
the rest of us are just letting it roll down.
Just letting it go wherever it goes.
But they know where the buck stops. Okay, question 2: what color is a hippo's sweat? Is it neon green? Is it pink? Is it blue? Is it jet black?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say pink.
Yeah. Okay, you can say pink. I'll say blue.
We got one pink and one blue. Like I said, Mark is the champion at this.
I'm pretty sure I've seen like hippos like they have like stuff trickling.
He knows this stuff. The correct answer is pink.
Not that I've seen a hippo recently, but
hippos secrete a reddish pink fluid called blood sweat. Ooh. It acts as a built-in moisturizer.
Was that a Jean-Claude Van Damme kickflip? Blood sweat?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, come on. Jean-Claude,
Hollywood.
He's kicking hippos.
It's blood sweat.
They're making a Hungry Hippos horror movie.
Yes.
It's called Hungry.
I saw that, actually.
Yeah, and the hippos are in, like, New Orleans. Which, what?
Yeah.
Is it like a drug kingpin that let them loose? Because that happened in Colombia or whatever.
You know, they should make... cocaine hippos. That would be
like Cocaine Bear.
Don't start me about Cocaine Bear. That was one of the worst movie experiences I've ever had.
Okay, question 3. Why do sea otters hold hands while they sleep? Is it to stay warm? Is it to show dominance? Is it so they do not drift apart? Or is it to protect their food?
It is so they don't drift apart.
You guys both knew that right off the bat. Groups of otters raft together holding hands so the ocean currents do not separate them while they sleep.
Whereas I would just be like, get off me, you're clingy.
Go. Okay.
I need my space.
Okay, so far Mark is ahead by 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
And we're in the last round.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you still have a chance.
There's still a chance.
Still have a shot. And we're still good on time. Okay, round 3. This one's history and culture.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
What did Pope Gregory IX declare war on in the 13th century? Was it left-handed people, tomatoes, cats, or the ocean? Pope Gregory IX, the most stable pope so far.
What were the choices again?
Left-handed people, tomatoes, cats, or the ocean.
I mean, honestly, any one of them could be possible.
As a lefty, I'll say left-handed.
Yeah, I was going to say lefty too, because that was the thing for a long time. Left-handed people are.
Yeah, that was kind of phasing out when I was a kid, but
deviant.
But I remember that they would hit you with and they would force you to write with your right.
Yeah.
All right, I follow the logic. But
we're wrong.
But the problem is that they already had dominance over the left-handed people. They didn't need to go to war with them.
Oh.
What they did need to go to war with was cats.
The cats don't care.
The Pope
the cats don't care.
The Pope claimed that black cats were instruments of Satan. This led to a mass extermination of cats, which inadvertently caused the rat population to explode, worsening the Black Plague.
Hindsight.
Yeah. And what if the cats were left-handed? Was that even worse?
That's even worse.
I mean, I think they already had dominance over the left-handed cats. This was just a right-handed cat.
And the cats, they would just knock things off with their right hand.
Okay. This one I knew ahead of time because I'm a video game nerd. Question 2 is, before it was called Nintendo, what did the company originally manufacture in 1889? Was it playing cards? Wooden rocking horses, silk umbrellas, or pocket watches?
Playing cards.
Mark says playing cards.
No idea. showing my hand here. I have no idea.
You got a 1 in 4 chance.
Were you ever a gamer?
Not much.
No.
I don't say pocket watches just for fun.
Okay, Mark, once again, shows his dominance.
I knew that one, but yeah. They've been around since like the late 1800s.
Yes. So yeah, long before video games, Nintendo made Hanafuda.
Oh boy.
Hanafuda.
The Japanese are going to be angry.
Playing cards in Kyoto, Japan.
You just summoned a Japanese evil spirit.
I'm trying my best here. So you're 2 points behind. You got to get these next 2 questions right.
Oh, no
Let's not hold our breath.
No pressure.
Listen. Oh, sorry. No, there's only 1 question left. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you 2 points if you get this one. And you only have, this is like baseball, you just have to tie.
Oh, okay.
And you're safe. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. So, final question. In 1518, a mysterious plague hit the city of Strasbourg. What did it force people to do? Speak in rhyme, walk backwards, cry uncontrollably, or dance until they died?
Dance until they died.
I knew that one too.
Well, Mark, you only got 1 point. And I told Tanya that I'd give her 2 points. So,
but you still won.
But yeah, they danced until they died. The dancing plague of 1518 involved hundreds of citizens dancing feverishly. Feverishly? Yeah, that's what. No, it says fervently. What does that word say? Does that say
fervently?
It says fervently, but that's
fervently.
Thank
you.
I am an English
feverishly, fervently.
Fervently for days without rest. Many suffered heart attacks or strokes.
And I think that's when they still don't know why. They don't know why. They never.
I mean, there's cases of like mass hysteria and like mass, whatever, like mob mentality kind of thing that happens. But yeah, that one, I've heard of that one in particular. Yeah.
So Mark, you win by 1 point. You got 5. Tanya got 4.
I win.
So the champion is still the champion.
Win, I don't know what. I win a podcast.
I wonder if that dancing thing inspired all those sitcom episodes where they're at a dance competition. They got to dance.
Yeah.
Like Malcolm in the Middle, they had to like hold on to a car. They had to have a hand on a car the whole time, and I remember
there was one. There was like somebody like to win like a dirt bike or something in some show.
It was just like a sitcom trope for a while.
Yeah, marathoning.
Yeah. So there you go.
So that was a fun little game.
That was fun.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
All right, so I guess we'll wrap things up. Thank you.
On that note,
sorry.
Soundly defeated. I shall retreat to my corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug?
I do. So I am on socials for my voice acting. So everything is under actor Tanya Saari. So if you just Google that, you'll find me. But I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I have a Facebook page, which I don't really do much with, so I'll fix that. All you fine people out there, I'll fix that.
And and you have an improv show coming up.
Yes, an improv show on June 6th at 8 p.m. at the new Huddle in Lively. Tickets are $20. You have to be 19 because it's an adult show, and tickets are available at the A&L Diner, which is part of the new Huddle. It's like 2 sides, or from anyone in the cast. So if you happen to know a cast member, like myself or anyone else, you can reach out.
Yeah, I don't know if this episode's going to be out before June 6th.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It was such a good show.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. I've been to 2 already, and they're great. So, but you do it, I think, 4 times.
We do
approximately quarterly.
We do whenever we're invited. So there are potential things. We're on Instagram. And we have a Facebook page. It's just Who Are These People Anyway, I believe. If you just look, I'm not our social media person because I don't do that very well. So if you just Google us, you'll find us. We're out there. We try and post all our events coming up. We will have more. So
even if this isn't out by the time the next show, there will be more.
Exactly, there will be more, and we'll try and push them. And then on our socials, we'll have a bunch of video clips and pictures and fun stuff. So check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And Kevin, do you have any plugs?
Just Retro Fandango, I guess. We did our episode of Faulty Towers, and that was good times.
Amazing. I did not see that. I have to go look. I like Faulty Towers.
Oh, it's I could talk about that show all day long.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Faulty Towers, the live experience in Toronto?
No.
There's actually, it's different actors playing those roles, but you actually go to a meal and they serve you and they act. It's one of those, it's an immersive thing.
Can you get a Waldorf salad?
I don't know.
Oh. That's one of the episodes. Waldorf salad.
I've seen it advertised because I was sort of tempted to go, but we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I've only seen bits of Faulty Towers. My dad used to watch that, like that and the Monty Python and stuff growing up. So I've been immersed in it, but
Monty Python is far, like if you're not a fan of Monty Python, you might like Faulty Towers or vice versa, because they're very, even though they both have John Cleese in them, they're very far removed from
they're very different, but I appreciate both.
Me too. I love both, but Faulty Towers, it's just like there's only 12 episodes of it and I've watched them so many times. I remember like back in the day we could only watch them on PBS, and they would always save them for the pledge drive stuff, so I would have like my VCR on pause and record, waiting for them to finish talking about their tote bags and call the number now and all that, and they would go on for like 45 minutes sometimes, and you're just sitting there waiting. You can't go to the bathroom because you're gonna miss the opening gag or something like that, so you sit there and wait, and then finally press play and record, and that was the only way you could get the episodes back then. And now you can just get them, stream them, whatever.
They're probably on YouTube.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, I don't think so, because they're always like somebody has the rights to them, so it's not easy to, like, maybe you can buy them on YouTube. I don't know, but
maybe.
Anyways,
all right,
great series. So check that out, Retro Fandango.
And you can find my work and links to the podcast on my Facebook, facebook.com/mindmeltstudio. You can find me on Instagram at mindmelt_studio, and there's my website, www.mindmeltstudio.com. Thanks for joining me, guys.
It was a pleasure.
Good times.
Thank you.
Stay safe, stay creative, stay frosty.
Support your local artists.
Support your local artists.
Entertainment.
Yes, absolutely. Keep the arts alive.
That's right.
All right.
And if you don't know how to spell swastika, don't go to the dictionary. Just text Mark.
Don't message me. I don't know anything about swastika.
All you Nazis out there.
He's a liar.
No. Not the demographic we want, thank you.
No. I want views, but not those views.
Yep, that's right.
We'll do anything for a view?
No.
Anything?
Do anything?
For a Klondike bar?
No. All right, take care, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Will I use that money to buy me a drink? Well, hell yeah, but I bet you would too.
You've been listening to the Mindmelt Podcast. Intro and outro music is Downtown Blues by Sean Barrett. Find his music at seanbarrett.bandcamp.com. You can also find his book at www.firstguitars.ca.
Downtown blues, got no